Okay, beautiful ladies, good morning. Welcome to Slow Flow at Marshbank Park. So honored you are here with me this morning. Wish we were in person, but grateful that we are at least together. Y'all can hear me and a little background music, yes?
That's good, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so
yes.
For Slow Flow this morning, we are gonna start on our backs. And I want you guys to find the most comfortable spot imaginable, possible, just stretching out on your mat like you just got out of bed. So inhaling, those arms rise and those toes come out nice and long on our backs this morning. Good, gaining length with every breath here. Those fingertips come up above your head. Those legs are nice and long, feeling that space created in your rib cage. Close your eyes and start to find your breath. That's what we're seeking right here, right now. Is victorious breathing, inhaling through the nose and out through the nose, filling your belly completely and exhaling completely. Taking one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly, continuing that breath. Feeling your belly rise and fall. Feeling your heartbeat in the palm of your hands. Finding your wisdom, finding your strength. Finding all things good with every inhale and exhale. Today's yoga flow is going to be all about gratitude and finding joy. Throughout our flow today, I will remind you to think of something you're grateful for. The hand to the heart is a symbol to your body that your heart knows what you need. Find joy every day. Find a little bit of joy, something that can bring you happiness. And that hand on your belly is your intuition, your gut, that you always know what's best for you. Inhaling and exhaling, think of something right now that you're grateful for. Good, now bringing those knees in, give a big squeeze, hug your knees, wrap your arms around your knees, and maybe gently rock back and forth for a little spinal massage. Good, now bringing the knees over to the right side, we're gonna stack our knees and come into what we call spinal twist. So the knees are over to the right, the arms come in a T, and the gaze goes to the left. So you always wanna take your gaze the opposite direction as your knees, feeling all that space created in your side body as you continue this important yoga breath.
I need someone who understands. I need someone so
with every inhale and exhale, you're creating space in your body. So stay exactly where you are. Every inhale and exhale, letting something go, and just bringing in what serves you, what's good for you. Slow flow. We are truly moving slowly, intentionally through all these poses today. Bring your knees back in through center. Give another little hug. A gratitude hug, we'll call this today. And stacking those knees over to the left, arms in a T, gaze to the right. Feel that space created on the other side.
In your tears, in your blood, in your fire, and in your blood, I feel you laugh. I heard you say, I will change your soul. Your wheels just keep on turning. The troubles begins to drum.
Good. Just a couple more breaths, ladies. And bringing those knees back in through center, giving a squeeze, giving a hug. Good. Just rock and roll back and forth a little bit. Now massaging the long spine all the way down your back from your tailbone up to your shoulder blades. Just feeling that nice little massage we can give ourselves. And then settling back, head, neck, and shoulders onto your mat. Feet open up into butterflies. So the bottoms of the feet connect, and you're opening your inner thighs. The knees draw outward. Good. Resting your ankles on the mat. Head, neck, and shoulders resting on the mat. And those hands can come back to the belly. Feel that space created in your inner thighs in the center of your body. And if you want a little more yin here, you can always add blocks to the outsides of your knees. Inhaling and exhaling. Feeling that belly rise and fall. A few rounds of breath here, remembering that thing we told ourselves we're grateful for throughout practice today. When I dropped my boys off for school today, the sidewalk was lined with chalk. The entire sidewalk wrapping around the school. Someone, some family, numerous families had drawn quotes of inspiration, hearts, words of love. And it was all about a little more joy. And today I'm going to tell you why. As we flow together, there's going to be a story weaved throughout this practice, throughout this class, about why they wrote on the sidewalk what that chalk meant and how we can all be inspired to find a little more joy. Connecting, breathing, all the things that yoga calls us to do. Bringing those knees back in through center, ladies. Hug those knees in one more time, and we're gonna rock and roll all the way up to table, meeting in table this morning. Planting our hands, knees come under our hips, creases of our wrists directly under our shoulders. Gaze is down so that we have a nice long line from the tip top of our head to our tailbone. And just start your cat-cows here. Exhaling as you round into cat pose. Inhaling as you bring the chin forward and the tailbone to the sky in cow pose. practicing cat to cow, next time when you bring your body up to that rounded cat pose, try curling your toes under and see how it feels. We can have a little play with this cat cow so we can truly express the spine into this round curve, opening up all of those spaces. Beautiful place to connect with that breath, those inhales and those exhales, a few more rounds, a few more times. And then I want to invite you to move your hips in whatever direction feels good to you. Start to have a little dance with yourself. Hips down towards the heels, what I like to do, make little ocean wave circles. Whatever serves your body this morning, you can go back and forth. Good, pressing back into our first child's pose today. Knees come as wide as your mat, big toes hip behind you. Walk your hands out. Bring your head down to your mat, forehead down, arms are long. Sinking into child's pose. The longer we're here breathing, the more space we create in our hips. Think about pressing your hips, your sit bones back down onto your heels, gaining length in the armpits, in the arms, feeling all this space that we're creating, connecting with our breath. As our foreheads, our third eye is resting on our mats, we may start to even hear a little audible breath happening as we inhale and exhale through our nose. Good. Now pressing forward, pressing the weight back into table. I'm going to have you girls slide your hips down. Your toes are on the mat. So we're coming into up dog. You can feel your hip flexors open as you rest your thighs on the mat. Your toes and the tops of your feet are on the mat. Beautiful. Now if you're hunched like this, make sure you're drawing your shoulder blades back, taking your shoulders off your ears. Gorgeous. Feel that space in your lower belly. Feel that space in your hip flexors. If you're squeezing your tushy right now, try to loosen your glutes. Try not to squeeze so tight. You want to create a little space. Good. Now, very carefully, kind of slide your body back a little bit so that you can lower down using your triceps, using the backs of your arms, and your elbows are back behind you, next to the body. Your hands are next to your breasts, next to your chest, and your gaze comes down. So your toes are on the mat, your hip bones are on the mat, your gaze is down, your hands are next to your chest, your elbows are back. So we're just going to start to lower and lift our hands up and off the mat, engaging that upper back. Keeping the gaze down towards the mat, just lowering and lifting those elbows up and down. Good, make sure you keep that gaze down to the mat as we lower and lift the arms, so we're just kind of engaging the upper back here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, planting your hands back down. This time pressing ourselves back up to up dog. Scooching our hips up just a little bit more, meeting in this up dog. Just getting every little part of our body warm here this morning. Good, those toes, those head hairs are back on the mat, hands are planted, the shoulders are off. And this time the arms come out in the Superwoman. So the arms are out in front of you, the feet are back behind you, and we're gonna lower and lift, engaging the entire back now. Inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you drop. Keep that gaze down to the floor. Now start to take some swims. Just start to swim those arms forward and back like we're in the ocean. We're in the ocean swimming together, lowering and lifting our legs, but treading that water, pushing the water in, and pulling the water back, engaging our upper body, our lower back. Good. Swim those arms and bringing them in and out. Good, Therese. Nice test. Swimming, engaging that whole lower back, that upper back, all engaged together. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Resting our head, neck, and shoulders onto our folded arms in front of us. Rest your right cheek onto your hands. Just laying on our bellies on the mat. Hands are folded in front of us, resting the right cheek on our face, on our hands. Beautiful. And then switching cheeks, resting your left cheek on the mat. Inhaling and exhaling, remembering that thing in the beginning we talked about that we're grateful for. Good, bringing both feet together, both legs together, putting our hands next to our chest once again, pressing up. This time in a seed pose. So my knees, hips, my thighs and knees are connected, and I'm pressing my hips back to my heels. My hands are forward, and then I'm gonna bring them around and hug myself into this seed pose. And if I can get the tip top of my forehead down onto the mat, I'm gonna try. And if I can't, I can use a block there, so it's seed pose.
Oh, seed.
Seed.
Look at this one. Fetal.
Mm-hmm.
Good, so your hips are on your heels. Your forehead is on the mat. Now wrap your arms around yourself, Tess. Wrap your arms around your hips, around yourself. No, bring them back behind you, girl. There you go. Good. Nice use of the towel, Ann. Good. I like the use of the towel, Ann. You got it, girl. So just make sure your knees and thighs are together. In seed pose, it's not child's pose. You want everything sealed together. Good. That's the difference. So what's happening here, I want you to think about you're stretching out the back of your neck, right? And you're giving yourself a hug. Good. Inhaling and exhaling in seed pose. A few more rounds of breath, feeling space here in the lower back, in the back of the neck, in the spine, and also just an opportunity to hug ourselves here. Good, we're gonna come back forward into neutral table and meet me there. Good, back into this nice neutral table. So we can all meet here, ladies. We're gonna curl our toes under into this first yummy down dog, pressing our hips back, chest towards the thighs, Gaze is looking through our legs. Good. Nice length in the arms. Think about pressing your chest towards your thighs and making a butt print behind you. Start to walk your dog out by pedaling your heel cords up and down, pressing your heels up and down. Notice how good it feels in your hamstrings, in your calves. Just letting some tension go in that back. Now lift up onto the balls of your feet and bend your knees and slowly start to walk your feet towards your hands. Meeting in forward fold here. Good, you guys got it. Good, so now that those feet are by the hands, we're in forward fold. If you have tight hamstrings today, you can keep a slight bend in your knees. Or if you want to kind of play and bend and press, releasing the tension in the hamstrings. Maybe add a little shake of the head, shake yes and no. Arms are hanging nice and heavy. Planting our left hand, right arm extends to the sky, gaze follows for a nice forward fold twist. Adding some little strokes with that right arm, just taking little circles with the right arm, almost like we have a paintbrush and we're painting on the wall. Good, right hand plants back down, left arm lifts, extends to the sky, gaze follows the left hand. Grab your paintbrush, add some paint strokes. Good, both hands come back down to your mat, slight bend in the knees, roll all the way up one vertebrae at a time, slowly, 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 ladies, beautiful, all the way to standing, rounding through our feet, rolling our shoulders back. We're standing now, rooting through the bottoms of our feet, roll the shoulders the other direction, relieving any tension, one little body part at a time. Inhale, those arms rise to the sky, palms facing in towards each other, again, gaining length in our rib cage. Exhale, interlace those fingers behind us for a chest opener. Shining your heart forward. Maybe your eyes are still closed and it's just the sound of my voice and the sound of your breath connecting. A few more times I'm going to have you do that where you inhale those arms up to the sky and exhale, bring the palms down towards the earth behind you, interlace and shine. Undo those fingers. Inhale the arms, rise on up, palms facing in, gain length. Exhale, draw the hands down towards the earth and back behind you. Interlace the fingers. One more time. Inhale, those arms rise. Exhale, press the earth down and away. Interlace the fingers and hold this chest stretch. Shoulders away from the ears, shining your heart forward. Good, now roll those shoulders back forward one more time, relieving any tension. And back one more time to relieve any tension. Good, hands come to heart center. Eyes are closed, pressing your thumbs together, thumbs into the heart. Pausing just for a moment to breathe. Good, eyes are closed. A few rounds of breath. here. Continuing our story of the sidewalk chalk, 4 years ago, one of the women that I know, one of the moms at our school, gave birth to a stillborn baby. 4 years ago yesterday, her heart broke into a million pieces. And nobody ever knows how to navigate that sort of thing. Nobody ever wants to navigate that sort of thing. But in memory of her baby girl, she named her Dylan Joy. In memory of Dylan Joy, she is spreading joy all over the world as best she can with a nonprofit she started called A Little Joy. And the sidewalk this morning was filled with words of encouragement about joy, about the joy God brings, about the joy we can bring to each other. And she encourages everybody in her nonprofit to buy a gift card and randomly, random act of kindness, find somebody to give this gift card to. She encourages you to buy a cup of coffee in line as a random act of kindness for the person behind you. This mama encourages us to spread joy, find joy as best we can. And in a season of giving, I thought this was the perfect message to incorporate our breath and in this yoga flow to find as much joy as possible and then go out into the world and give it. We'll continue this story as we flow, hands still at heart center. Inhale, those arms rise all the way back up. Tadasana, nice tall mountain pose here. Beautiful, ladies. Good, grabbing a little side bend. Your right hand grabs the left, taking it over. Inhale, rise. Exhale the other way, grabbing your right wrist with your left hand gently, finding a little pull. Feeling that space in the side body. Inhale, rise, and this time arms come out like you're about to take flight. Slight bend to the knees. Chest comes down like we're hinging forward towards our body. Once again, back to that forward fold. Good. Bending the right knee, bending the left knee in this forward fold, relieving any tension. And then walking those hands out to our first plank of the day. Hip bones square off towards the mat. Creases of our wrists under our shoulders. Belly button up towards the spine. Gaze is down towards your mat. Engage that core. Your core wraps all the way around your body, from your belly button to your back. Think about a strong back here and a strong belly. Inhaling and exhaling, breathing, breathing, breathing. Good. Roll your elbows in towards your body so your elbows are hugging your chest, hugging the girls. Once again, you're on the balls of your feet and lower on down, up to up dog. Bringing that chest forward, feet are on the mat, shoulders are off the ears. How are we doing?
Great.
Good. Good. Curl the toes under, down dog, press the hips back. Walk your dog out. Beautiful, and coaching you through this time, how to get your toes to your fingers. We're gonna rise up on the balls of our feet, rise up on the balls of our toes. Slight bend in the knees, ladies. And then, however you wanna get your feet to your hands, you can walk or you can hop. Good, in more advanced yoga, sometimes we hop. Good, Tess, nice girl. Forward fold, meeting in this forward fold. Releasing any tension from our lower back, feeling our hamstrings release a little bit. Good. Left hand plants, right arm extends to the sky one final time through. So you kind of know where we're going. We did this before. That right arm is going to make little circles. Right hand plants to the ground, left arm extends to the sky. Start to make little circles like you're painting with the left hand. Good, both hands plant back down. Give the head a Releasing any tension, roll the spine all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale those arms to the sky. And exhale those hands back down to heart center. And pause here just for a moment in mountain pose Tadasana. Eyes are closed, rooting to rise. Think about a string pulling your head, pulling that tip top of your head to this feeling nice and tall, ladies. Good. Inhale, those arms rise to the sky. And exhale, palms come down behind you, interlace chest opener. Undo those fingers, inhale, rise. Exhale, press the palms down, interlace the fingers for a chest opener. Once again, we're gonna do this 2 more times. Nice, inhale, rise. Exhale, press. Taking our time this morning, inhale, rise. And exhale, press, interlace. Shine that beautiful heart forward. Like the Care Bears, right? Remember the Care Bears that used to shine their happiness all over? We could rename this the Care Bear. There we go. Inhale, rise. And let's take our little side bends. Gently grabbing my left wrist this time. Feeling that stretch through my side body. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Other direction. Good. Inhale, rise. Let's bring those hands back down this time. Let's take them to our hips. I want to do a few hip circles here. You guys have loose or tight hips today. We're just going to take the hands to our hips and just kind of press into a circle. Full circles if that's available to you. Like a hula hoop, right? Find a little joy in our yoga practice today. Good. And then inhale those arms all the way back up. Good. Swan diving once again. Knees are bent as we bring our chest towards our knees. Planting the hands back to our second plank this time, ladies. Belly button up towards the spine. Nice, strong back, strong bellies. Creases of our wrists under our shoulders, on the balls of our feet. Roll the shoulders in towards the chest before you even think about lowering down. Use that tricep power. And then up dog one more time. So that was our own little version of a sun. Sun salutation A takes us through Tadasana, forward fold, these up dogs, these down dogs, and it's a beautiful way to wake up your body. Curl those toes under, down dog. You can walk your dog out a bit. And then lift your right leg to the sky. We're going to meet in three-legged, ladies. Right leg lifts to the sky. And then you're going to bring right knee to nose and hover. Hold that right knee in the middle of your chest just for a moment. Pause, feel, breathe, and planting that right foot between your hands. Good. So you're going to meet me in this low runner's lunge. If you look down, it's hand, foot, hand. And that knee never goes over the toe. So your right knee is in line with your right ankle, yes? Good. Your feet are on 2 separate railroad tracks. You're on the ball of your left foot. The weight is in the full foot on that right foot before we even think about lifting up into crescent. Good. So both arms lift up. I can see myself in the video camera, and I can see that my feet are on these 2 separate tracks. The weight is in my right heel. The weight is in my left ball of my foot. And my knee cannot go up here, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any gentlemen protect our knees. Good. Woo! Just this alone in this crescent warrior, we can start to feel that power in our inner thighs. Pivot that left foot out towards the edge of your mat and bring those arms to a T so we can meet in warrior two. Right knee tracks forward. Left toes are pointing towards the edge of our mat. And reach with those fingertips. Reach with those hands. Good. Sky Archer. We're going to straighten that right leg as we bring our right arm up and over, gently grabbing that right wrist. So that right leg is straight. And then we bend it and come forward. So it's going to become another little dance with yourself. Knee is bent, arms are long, warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling as we straighten the right leg and take a little stretch with the right arm. Try this a few times on your own. Nice, and good test. I see you, Therese. Good, holding that warrior two. Once again, arms are reaching long. Pivot that back foot to meet back into this crescent warrior. Find your balance. Balance is a big part of yoga too here. Good, now interlace those hands back behind you, just like those chest openers we did in the last flow. Start to hinge your chest towards your right knee. Gaze comes down towards the toes. You don't want to rest your chest entirely on the thighs. You just kind of want to feel that thigh power engage with that chest opener. Good, now from here, both hands come down, surrounding that front right foot, left hand plants, right arm extends to the sky, into dragonfly twist. Gaze follows the right hand up. Feel that stretch on the hip flexors, on the hips. Woo! Good stuff, you guys. Take that right arm back behind you for a little bind, if it's available to you today. Gorgeous. Taking both hands back down to that foot very carefully. Drop your left knee onto the mat. Drop your left foot, top of the foot. Shift the weight back into that left knee and pop your right heel up so that you can feel that stretch through your hamstrings. Maybe give yourself a little calf massage. I always like to give myself little massages throughout class so I can kind of let my body know where we're supposed to be feeling these things and release any tension. Good. Now you're on your left knee and your right heel is propped up rather. As you shift back forward into runner's lunge, we're going to rock back and forth a few times. So very gently rock and feel the stretch. And then press forward and feel it move to your hip flexors. So it's just a rock and a press. Just one more time. Good. Meeting in this nice low runner's lunge, ladies. Bring both hands inside the right foot. So you can see both of my hands are inside my right foot now. Beautiful. I'm on my left knee, my left foot. And if you need a little more cushion for your knees, you can always roll up your mat again or add a towel there. Please know we always have those options. Scooching your right foot out just a little bit more. We're going to come down into dragon pose, bringing our forearms down to the mat. This is kind of an edgier pose. You're going to feel this stretch through your hip on the outside of your right foot. If coming down your forearms is not available, you can stay on your hands. You can add a block, you can add a towel. Whatever you need. Inhaling and exhaling a few more rounds of breath. back. Left leg lifts behind us. Three-legged dog on the left. Knee to nose, hover and pause with that knee in the chest. Think about carving up that belly, rounding up that belly. And now planting the left foot between the hands. Feet are on two separate tracks. On the ball of my right foot and on the flat foot of my left. Inhale, rise. Now that we can find our balance, now that we've positioned ourselves correctly, alignment is so important. Do a little knee check, make sure that knee is tracking forward, right under the left ankle. Good. Crescent warrior, strong and tall, sisters. We're gonna pivot that right foot out to the edge of the mat and bring our hands up nice and long, warrior two. Facing the other side now. Good, straighten that left leg this time, bringing our left arm up and over, sky archer, and it becomes a dance. Exhale, inhale. Last time through, meeting once again, warrior two. Pivot that right foot back, meeting me in crescent. How we doing? Good. Girls, good. Bring the hands down, low runner's lunge. Surrounding that foot now, hand, foot, hand. Plant the right hand, left extends to the sky. Dragon fly twist. Make little circles with that arm, swimming motions again. And then if you can, add a little bind here. Take that left hand behind the back. Good, coming back to that low runner's lunge. Drop the right knee and the right foot. Good. And then popping that left heel up. Feel that stretch in the left hamstring. Remembering here as we bow towards ourselves that thing that we were grateful for at the beginning of class. Maybe you've been thinking about it the whole time, or maybe it's a good little reminder. Plant that seed of gratitude. Maybe giving your calf a little massage or hamstring, whatever feels good to you before we add this little dance, this little rock and roll. Bending and pressing. Take your time, slow and easy. Good. Last time through, planting both hands back in front again, bringing the hands inside the left foot, slide that left foot out just a little bit more. And bringing our forearms down to the mat if it's available. Feel that stretch to the outside of the legs, the outside of the left leg. This is a really juicy hip opener. It's an edgier pose. And there's no shame in your game if you keep your hands on the mat or grab a block. You absolutely want to do what feels right for our body and bring the earth up to us. Big inhales and exhales here, ladies. Your breath will get you through this. Final round of breath. to walk our hands back, come onto the balls of our feet, knees come out right and left. And you're just gonna kind of frog your way into this yoga squat. Hands come to heart center, elbows pressing the insides of the thighs. As we show our body another symbol of gratitude with our hands to our heart center, kind of bringing everything into the center of our body, feeling that stretch in the inner thighs. You can also place a block under your tush. If this pose is too challenging for you, you can bring the earth up once again. Good. Now planting our hands onto our mats, coming on down to our sit bones, into our seats, into a butterfly on our tushies. So the bottoms of the feet kiss, the knees come out. And I'm going to wrap my hands around my feet and just feel that stretch in the inner thighs. Good. Now press the feet forward so that the feet are still connected, but now we can take our chest towards the mat, bringing our arms down, feeling that stretch through the backs of our legs, through our spine. Gaze is down towards the mat. Beautiful. Coming on out and placing our feet on the mat, scooching ourselves forward so we can make our way all the way down to our mat with our knees bent, feet are down. Hands come down to the mat. We're just going to kind of take some windshield wipers here. Windshield wiper our knees right to left. Coming onto the edges of our feet as we move our knees side to side. Hugging those knees in, give a little squeeze, just like at the beginning of class. Right heel comes down to the mat, hugging our left knee in only. Left knee hug. Right heel comes down, left knee comes in for a hug. You can even roll your ankles if that feels good. Now straighten that right leg, taking the toes up towards the ceiling, flexing and bending, pointing your toes, flexing and stretching, feeling that stretch in your hamstring. Still holding that right leg up to the sky. Give a slight bend to the right knee. Turn your heel towards your body. So you're just going to hug that right knee, that right heel in towards your body. You can take a little peek with your head, but then drop your head back down and just feel that nice stretch. It's half happy and half baby. Half happy baby. Never jerking the knee, so make sure you're never pulling, just kind of gently holding. And then drawing that right foot back down, left knee comes in towards the body. Straighten that left leg to the sky. Same thing, ladies, just bending and flexing the ankle, pressing the toes and the heel towards the sky. Bending your right knee slightly, turning that left heel in towards the body. Gently just kind of hugging like a baby, hugging that left leg. Head, neck, and shoulders return to the ground. Feel that stretch. And bringing that knee back in, taking both both feet down to the edges of our mat, shaking everything out into our final resting position today. Head, neck, and shoulders resting on the mat. Hands come down. Palms are facing up toward the universe. Let's take a couple cleansing breaths together here. Inhaling through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose and out through the mouth. As we come to this final resting place in yoga called Shavasana, we scan our body and take inventory of how we're feeling from the beginning of practice to this point in practice. Maybe we feel a little lighter. Maybe we feel like we could float. Close your eyes, head, neck, and shoulders down. Take rest. And for the next 5 minutes or so, it's just you and your breath. Resting, breathing, remembering all of those things you're grateful for. we can find a little more joy even in heartbreak. Even though it's hard and difficult, we can move forward with support from our friends, our family, through yoga, through breath. We always have these tools. Lean on your tribe. Lean on your peeps. And this Thanksgiving, even if you can't be with family, you can still be there in spirit. FaceTime, Zoom, meet up for a walk, whatever it is. It's important to connect. It's important to get back to what we're grateful for in the true season of Thanksgiving. And find a little joy in memory of Dylan Joy and all the beautiful things that her mama is doing. Let's go out into the world this week and create random acts of kindness. Let's leave some baked cookies on a doorstep. Let's send a card for no reason. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, waking your body up from this blissful state of Shavasana. Rolling over to your favorite side. And just one more time, body scan, taking inventory of how you feel. Making our way up to seated meditation. Or easy pose. Crisscross applesauce, called a lot of things. Hands come to heart center one final time. Eyes are closed. I am so incredibly grateful for this community, all the women on this Zoom yoga session today, for your heart, for all that you give, for all that you are, your unique talent. Thank you for being here, shining bright. Hope you all feel a little lighter, a little more energized, a little bit more inspired. Light and love in my heart, humbly bow.
Namaste.
Thank you, ladies. I'm going to hit stop on the record.